A search for treasure like no other. But the farther they dug, the more difficult the task was, until they found diamond.
Host of the Wednesday edition of the Diamond Breakfast Show.
You're welcome once again to the editors.
Alright, you're welcome in Diamond Moments that comes your way every weekday.
There it was. Diamond 88.7 FM, a rare and valuable radio frequency. With this discovery, the search was over and maximum satisfaction guaranteed. Diamond 88.7 FM, we shine supreme.
I'm in love. I'm obsessed. And I don't even feel guilty about it.
Obsessions are not always bad, especially when it's an obsession with your favorite radio station, Diamond 88.7 FM. We're obsessed with enhancing your radio experience. Diamond 88.7.
Diamond 88.7 FM. We give credible, factual, balanced reports at all time. Join us as we take you around the globe on the world news. Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin, your shining supreme station.
From the news desk at Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin, this is news around the world.
In the headlines, President Tinubu celebrates Chief BC Akande on 86th birthday anniversary. CBN unveils digital system to boost government efficiency. Foreign fighters behind terrorist attacks in Borno, says defense headquarters. On the foreign scene, Gaza airstrike crushed joy of ceasefire deal. In business, Nigeria's installed solar capacity rises in 2024. In entertainment, Spyro speaks out on discrimination in music industry for proclaiming Christ. In sports, Cyril Dessers considers Rangers exit. A very wonderful evening to you, and thank you for staying tuned to Diamond 88.7 FM. This is news across the world. I'm Nedu, Okorie. You can listen to us via our website, www.diamondfm.net. You can also watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 887 FM. You can also download our app on Play Store at Diamond 887 FM. We bring you details of the news after this break. Do stay with us.
We've all heard about home fires taking lives and destroying all that a family owns. These tragedies are reminders for us to double-check for fire safety. Make sure your home has properly installed and working smoke alarms. Practice a fire escape plan. Never leave cooking food unattended for long. Teach children never to hide but leave if there's a fire. Switch off all electrical appliances when not in use. In cases of fire, remember, the most important thing to do is to protect lives first.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin.
You're welcome back from that break. Now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has honored the former governor of Osun State, Chief BC Akande, as he celebrates his 86th birthday. Chief Akande was a revered elder statesman and the first national chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC. In a statement issued today by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Ononuga, President Tinubu described Chief Akande as a dedicated Awoist, a champion of progressive politics and a tireless advocate for democracy and nation building. President Tinubu also highlighted Chief Akande's pivotal role in the pro-democracy movement, recalling their collaboration in NADECO during Nigeria's struggle to restore democracy. And elsewhere, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has unveiled two digital innovations: the document flow system and the ministries, departments and agencies Naira payment solution. This was unveiled at an event held at the CBN headquarters in Abuja. A press statement released today described the projects as part of Digital First Transformation Initiative launched by the CBN Governor Olayemi Cardoso in December 2023. Cardoso, in his remarks, stressed the significance of the document flow system in overhauling document management process within the bank. He explained that the system aims to digitize operations, reduce paper use, and streamline approval workflows to enhance efficiency. He also described the MDA's Naira payment solution as a vital tool to automating cash withdrawals process for MDAs, noting its potential to improve service delivery and client support. And moving over to the National Assembly has emphasized the need for adequate funding of the nation's agricultural sector through a gradual increase in budgetary allocation in order to address food security in the country. The chairman of the Senate Committee on Agricultural Production Services and Rural Development, Senator Saliu Mustafa, made the call at a budget defense by the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, before the National Assembly Joint Committee on Agricultural Production. He, however, said that the 2025 allocation for agriculture, which has increased from 1.32% to 2%, was appreciable and a sign that things will get better in no distant future. However, a member of the committee and former Kebbi State Governor, Senator Adamu Aleru, said Nigeria is yet to meet the allocation of 10% of the national budget to agriculture in line with the Malabo Declaration. And moving over to security matters, the Defense Headquarters has stated that the recent resurgence of terrorist attacks in Northeast and Northwest was due to the influx of foreign fighters, 7 as reinforcements for terrorists. The Military High Command spoke during a press conference today through the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba. According to the statement, other contributory factors were local collaborators who served as informants reporting on troops' movements. Major General Buba Edward, however, said despite the challenge, the military is committed to combat terrorism and other security threats in the country. He said the military, aside from destroying the terrorists, will to fight was also applying international pressure on them. While emphasizing the long-term nature of counter-terrorism, the defense spokesman noted that wars are fought and won worldwide by destroying the enemy's will to fight. Still from the Nigerian army, 5 soldiers have been killed during a coordinated operation against La Kurawa terrorists in the Gudu local government area of Sokoto State. The coordinator, Joint Media Coordination Center, Operation Fansan Yama, Lieutenant Colonel Abubakar Abdullahi, disclosed these in a statement today. He said the operation led to an intense firefight where 6 terrorists were also neutralized by troops of Defense Headquarters Special Operations Brigade. The military also called on the public to remain vigilant and alert in their communities, urging the public to report any suspicious activities related to terrorism or security threats, especially in Gudu local government area and surrounding areas, to security agencies. Moving over to Rivers State, police authorities in Rivers State have today barricaded the road leading to the People's Democratic Party's secretariat on Aba Road as tensions flared in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. The move followed reports that the acting executive committee formed after a court nullified the elected executives' plan to take over the secretariat complex. Although the planned takeover was suspended, Both factions held separate press briefings to assert their authority, underscoring the deepening crisis within the party. Meanwhile, the leader of the restrained executive, Aaron Chukwuemeka, criticized the growing number of court cases involving the party and therefore appealed to Governor Siminalayi Fubara to prioritize peace in the state. And in Ondo State, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has announced its withdrawal from Saturday's local council elections in the state less than 48 hours before the polls. The PDP disclosed that its decision to pull out followed consultations with party leaders, stakeholders, and its national secretariat. The party initially fielded 15 chairmanship candidates across 15 local government areas and 131 councillorship candidates. Meanwhile, in a statement issued today, the Ondo State PDP Director of Media and Publicity, Leye Igbabo, accused the Ondo Independent Electoral Commission (ODEC) of lacking credibility, transparency, and impartiality. According to Igbabo, ODEC's alleged double standards have raised doubts about its ability to conduct a free, fair, and credible election. However, the chairman of ODEC, Dr. Joseph Aremo, said he was shocked at the withdrawal of the PDP from the polls after participating in all the processes, adding that they had submitted lists of their agents prior to now. The news across the world is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. We go on a break now, and when we return, we bring you foreign business, entertainment, and sports news. Do stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond87FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
And you're welcome back from the break. You're still listening to the news across the world, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin. We now move on to foreign stories. On the foreign scene this evening, following the report of a ceasefire agreement that has sparked mass rejoicing in Gaza, residents woke up today to columns of smoke, rubble, and more deaths following new Israeli airstrikes. The latest strikes came after Qatar and United States announced a fragile ceasefire deal that will take effect on Sunday. Spokesman for Gaza's Civil Defense Agency, Mahmoud Bassal, today disclosed that at least 73 people had been killed in Israeli airstrikes since the announcement yesterday. Among them were 20 children, 25 women, with around 200 others wounded. Still on the foreign scene, hundreds of supporters of Mozambique's opposition have staged a protest as the country inaugurated a new president following disputed elections and deadly unrest. Daniel Chapo took his oath as the country's fifth president before about 2,500 people who endured intense heat in front of a city hall in the capital, Maputo. Opposition supporters peacefully protested a few meters away after security forces wielding guns and batons blocked them from getting to the venue. Meanwhile, Chapo, a 48-year-old law graduate, acknowledged the need to end the instability rocking the Southern African nation. And that's it on foreign news. Up next is business news.
Diamond FM Business News.
And in business news this evening, Nigeria has been ranked among the top African countries leveraging solar as an alternative source of energy, with the country adding 63.5 megawatt peak capacity in 2024. A report by the Africa Solar Industry Association, AFSIA, released the ranking in its latest Africa Solar Outlook 2025 report. According to AFSIA in the report, this has brought the country's total installed capacity to 385.7 megawatts peak at the end of last year. The report noted that the increasing interest in solar in Nigeria was driven by the removal of fuel subsidy, which forced many Nigerians to start looking for solar as an alternative. And that's it on business. Up next is entertainment news.
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
In entertainment news, Nigerian singer Oludipe Olusami David, popularly called Spyro and known for his faith-inspired Jesus Boy brand, has shared the challenges he faces in the music industry due to his public proclamation of Christianity. In a recent interview on an internet podcast, the artist revealed how his faith has resulted in criticism, rejection, and discrimination within the entertainment industry. Spyro, however, expressed frustration over the lack of support he receives from industry insiders. He also stressed that his proclamation of Christ publicly seems to invite backlash. And that's it in entertainment. Up next is sports news.
Diamond FM Sports News.
In our sports news this evening, Nigerian forward Cyril Dessers is considering his future at Scottish Premiership club Rangers. He has recently struggled for regular playing time at the club following the emergence of Hamza Igamane. The 30-year-old has, however, made 11 league starts for Philippe Clement's side this season. However, Dessers has been linked with a move from the Light Blues in recent weeks. Serie A clubs Cagliari and Empoli are reportedly interested in the Feyenoord player. Still in sports, former Nigerian international Yakubu Ayegbeni has stated that it is important for Arsenal to sign a new striker to boost their chances of winning the title. The Gunners are looking to win their first Premier League title in 21 years. Mikel Arteta's side moved within 4 points of leaders Liverpool, who have a game in hand following Wednesday's night 2-1 victory over North London rivals Tottenham Hotspur. Ayegbeni, however, believed that Arsenal needs more firepower up front to challenge for the title. And with that, we've come to the end of news across the world. But before we go, here is the recap of the major highlights. President Tinubu celebrates Chief BC Akande on 86th birthday anniversary. CBN unveils digital system to boost government efficiency. Foreign fighters behind recent terrorist attacks in Borno, says defense headquarters. On the foreign scene, Gaza airstrikes crush joy of ceasefire deal. In business, Nigeria's installed solar capacity rises in 2024. In entertainment, Spyro speaks out on discrimination in music industry for proclaiming Christ. In sports, Cyril Dessers considers Rangers' exit. And do you know that on this day in 1966, Major General Johnson Aguiyi Ironsi seized power in the chaos that emanated from a military coup and became the first Nigerian military head of state? Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact Diamond FM newsroom number on 0916 062 7526. 0916 062 7526. On behalf of the production crew, I am Nedu Okorie. Thank you for listening to your Shining Supreme station. Have a wonderful evening.
For up-to-date news reported across the globe, be rest assured you're on the right radio dial. Diamond 88.